Let's discuss how a firm develops a USP. I'm going to go through 6 steps to develop a USP and then provide several examples. At the end, you should be able to create a USP for your product or service. Here are the steps. First, who is the target customer for your product? Second, what is the problem your product or service is solving for that customer? Third, what about your product produces a different solution to your target customer's problems? Fourth, what is the promise or pledge you are making to your target customers? Fifth, do customers evaluate your product on the benefits as unique and superior to competition in the market? You should remember, it's not how you think customers should evaluate it, but how they actually do. And finally, can you deliver on the promise that creates the USP? Before providing examples of a USP, I want to cover the 2 key types of data required. First is secondary research of the market to determine who potential customers are and what their product benefits and USP are. Second is customer research to determine customers' evaluations of the entrepreneur's product or service and competitors' products or services. Without research, the entrepreneur relies only on his or her judgment, which has some value but is neither objective nor extensive in scope. It often leads to overstating the difference between the entrepreneur's product or service and its competitors. Let's look at some examples. We're going to use Volvo as our first example. Let's review the questions and I'll give you the answers for Volvo. Who is the target audience for its product? Families with younger children and potentially women heads of those households. What is the problem Volvo is solving? Providing a safer car in case of an accident. What differentiates Volvo? Its product design with stronger construction in case of an accident. Finally, what is the promise it's making to the target customer? You can survive an accident. The difficult issue for Volvo is, can consumers evaluate its products on the safety benefit? Third-party crash tests provide the data for consumers. If Volvo is highly rated on the crash tests, then it can deliver on the promise and hopefully consumers learn that it provides that key benefit to the segment of the market that wants that benefit. The way I like to think about developing a USP is to create product maps with the axes being important product service benefits, and then on these axes plot the different products for the relevant market. As an example, I'm going to use Federal Express Courier Pack, which was designed to ship critical documents overnight. The competition was special delivery from the United States Postal Service, or USPS, and private courier services who would use commercial airlines to ship the documents from airport to airport, and then use third-party trucks to deliver the documents to the recipient. Special delivery was slow and unreliable, but it was low cost. Private courier services were unreliable and expensive because they used commercial airlines, which had delays and cancellations causing serious reliability problems. Because the documents were very time-sensitive, such as legal contracts or business proposals, delivery failures were very costly. Federal Express saw a hole in the market, which was to provide highly reliable, reasonably priced courier service which could guarantee delivery by a certain time. Based on my intuition, I have created a product map for the Courier Pack as illustrative of what an entrepreneur should create for his or her product or service. If you look at the product map that I have created, you see a gap in customer needs, which is highly reliable, reasonably priced courier service. This hole in the market led to the creation of Federal Express Courier Pack. Federal Express's USP was absolutely guaranteed overnight. They were able to deliver on this promise because they used their own fleet of planes, which avoided the problems of the unreliability of the commercial airlines, and their own delivery trucks so that they could guarantee delivery by a certain time each morning or afternoon. Obviously, this service has been very successful. You should now be able to go through this process yourself. I mentioned Whole Foods in the first module on USP. Answer the following questions for me. Who is the target market? What is the problem they are solving? What about Whole Foods produces a different solution than a traditional supermarket or Walmart? What promise or pledge is Whole Foods making to the customer? Do customers evaluate Whole Foods as differentiated on that key benefit that is providing a solution to the problem they are solving? And finally, does it deliver on the promise? To help you think about Whole Foods USP, I have put up a hypothetical product map, similar to what I did for Federal Express. Look at it for a moment. Well, what did you come up with as a USP for Whole Foods? Well, let me give you my view of what the USP is for Whole Foods. Wholesome, nutritious foods for health-conscious customers. Now go back and fill in the answers above in case you didn't. Let me make one final point. I want to emphasize the real goal for the entrepreneur is to provide a discernible, superior product on key benefits to the consumer. And I want to emphasize the word discernible superior. If you can do this, your odds of success as an entrepreneur will go way up.